So what's the deal with the Florida Kayak Bass Trail Apopka Open? So this is an open series style tournament that they want to try where anybody can come and fish it. You don't have to be a member of the Florida Kayak Bass Trail. You don't have to pay the membership fee. You just pay the entry fee, show up at the ramp, and we fish. So there's a couple things that you need to know. One, yeah, the members will be fishing this too. Some of them will be fishing it, but this is really just to try to bring in new members and give people the chance to fish a tournament with a club and see what kind of fishing with an ambassador club for the KBF or just fishing with a club in general is like. So if you're interested in doing it, I highly recommend checking it out and signing up. It's going to be next weekend. That's March 25th. We're going to be at Lake Apopka. It's going to be, it's going to start at 7. Launches at 6. Lines in is at 7. Lines out is at 3. Final submissions is 4. We're all going to launch for the same ramp. We're looking at Magnolia Park. If you go to the description for the tournament, which I put in the description of this video, if you want to take a look at that, if you go to the description, it says we're launching from Newton, but we're going to try to do it from Magnolia. That's the goal right now. So pay attention to that, and that's what we put out on the Facebook page and things like that when everything's kind of finalized. But we're looking to go from Magnolia Park because it's just been refurbished. So we're going to launch at 6, and again, lines at 7, lines out at 3, final submissions at 4. If you're interested in trying this, because you've done kayak fishing and you want to try fishing with the club or some competitive stuff, come try this out. This is the biggest trail in Florida. It's also the most friendly one. People will often hang out afterwards, talk, give advice. We go and we have fun. So if you're interested in trying it, this is the one that you want to try. This one is for you if you've never fished with a club or a trail series ever before. Now, you don't have to have the fanciest kayak to do it. You can have paddle kayak, you can have pedal, you can have one with a motor on it. It's totally up to you. There are a couple things that you do need though. So if you've done this stuff before with the online tournament format, then you can kind of skip the rest of the video. But for those of you who are interested in doing it and have never really tried it before, here's some things you're gonna need. Obviously, you're gonna need a kayak. If you don't have a kayak and you would really, really like to try this, reach out to the Florida Kayak Bass Trail. I'm gonna put their email in the description. I'm also gonna put a link to the Facebook page. Reach out to them. There may be a chance they can hook you up with a kayak to borrow for the day. There are some members with 2 or 3 kayaks that have expressed the willingness to kind of let other people borrow them for the day, but that's on a first come, first serve basis, and they may not have enough for everybody, or they may not have any available, but check with them first. Because if you do want to try this and you don't have a vessel, that could be an issue, but we may be able to get you hooked up with one. The other thing you're gonna need is you're gonna need a Ketch board. All 3 of the major trails have kind of agreed that Ketch is the way that we're gonna go. So you need to have a Ketch board, whether it's Ketch Board Carbonate, which is a plastic one, the original Ketch board, or the Ketch Board X, which is the metal one that looks like the carbonate, but obviously it's metal. So if you don't have one and you would like to buy one, I'm putting a link to in the description below. I'm not affiliated with any of these, so I'm not making any money off it. This is for you. If you do want to do it, but you don't have a Ketch board, you don't want to spend money on it, then there are, because right now you may not be able to get one in on time depending on how late you see this video, but there are some of us that are going to be up there that have multiple that are willing to let other people borrow them for the day. I know I have 2. I have a Carbon and an X, and I know a couple other people have them as well. So again, reach out to the Florida Kayak Bass Trail either through the Gmail or through their Facebook page, and we'll see if we can't get you hooked up because we want you to come out and have a good time. The next thing you need is an identifier. There's a link on the Fishing Chaos app that will take you to the identifier that you need to print out. I'd print out at least 2 or 3 of them and bring them with you, because there's an identifier code is going to be given out. You need to write that identifier code and have it on the identifier in the picture with the fish. I'm going to put a link directly to the identifier in the description here though. The other thing you're going to need is a Fishing Chaos subscription. Those are free. You don't have to pay one. If you fish multiple tournaments on Fishing Chaos, they have, I think, like a yearly plan or a monthly plan that allows you to pay so that you're not charged the administration fee that they charge for signing up for tournaments. So you don't have to pay for that if you don't want to. If that's the case, like this tournament will cost you an extra $3 as an administration fee for Fishing Chaos. That's how they make their money. So kind of keep that in mind. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but a Fishing Chaos account or subscription is totally free. Once you've signed up, you don't have to pay the membership fee for the Florida Kayak Bass Trail. This is an open series. You are going to go ahead and just pay the registration fee, which is $50. There's a $10 additional optional big bass pot if you want to be considered for that. And then if you are new to Fishing Chaos or you don't have like a subscription like a lot of people who fish on it, there's another $3 tacked on. That's their fee. So fairly fairly cheap compared to what we other tournaments, and it's what we normally do. So $50 plus the $10 side pot for big bass if you're interested. So all you have to do is get signed up with that. Go ahead and click the links in the description to find everything you need to know. If you're not sure how to measure a fish with the identifier on a catch board or any type of board, if you've never done it before, I'm going to put a link to a video that I did on how to properly do it. That's how you're going to do it for this tournament. Fish has to be on the board facing left, mouth closed, hands not on certain places in the fish. That video will go over everything that you need to know. Otherwise, go ahead and sign up. We want to try to get like 25 people, if not more, involved in there. Again, the guys that run this are really friendly. I've been fishing with them since it was the Sunshine State Trail. This trail is completely different. It's run by different people who have been part of the group that kind of stepped up once the KEF dissolved because the owner moved. So if you're interested, come out, hang out with us at Apopka, catch some fish. Apopka, you know, used to be a really world-class fishery, and then it got really polluted, but it's since cleaned up, and the fishing is on the rebound. Fishing up there is pretty good right now. So if you want to join us up there, hang out, fellowship with everybody up there and have a good time, that is the Florida Kayak Bass Trail Apopka Open. It is going to be next Saturday, that's March 25th. Starting at 6 o'clock is launch, 7 lines in, 3 p.m. lines out, 4 o'clock final submissions. Come hang out with us, give it a shot. You might have a lot of fun. You might win some cash. I know they're going to have some drawing stuff up there, stuff to give away for people who come up. So hope to see you there, and stay safe.